Yeah. And
Okay.
you know, when you come into the world of the PMI, you'll find out that we've got some peculiar classifications of risks, but you'll be able to marry it up with whatever bucket in your world it falls into. So risk, like Sandra said, is big, and going through this is going to help your thinking. Next one up here is communications. Someone says that the project manager spends 70 to 90% of his or her time communicating. Someone says, Phil, it's 90. Forget 70. This is my world all day long. So what you're doing in this process is you're planning, who do I need to communicate with, why, and when? You're being more strategic in your communication. You're not just communicating by email. You're really looking at all the dimensions and saying, what should I do as far as communications is concerned? Now, little trivia for you. Professor Emeritus Albert Mehrabian came out with an experiment at UCLA. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of the 55%, 38%, 7% rule? So he did this experiment at UCLA. I won't go into all the details, but he got words, put them into a text, got people to read the words, put it through a synth, kind of distorted the words, but the tone of voice was there. And then he got people to dramatize and act out the words and act out the whole scenario. Anyway, long story short, he realized out of a face-to-face communication setting, a particular percent of the communication is perceived by the words, particular percent of the communication is perceived by the tone of voice, a particular percent of the communication is perceived by the body language. So, 55, 38, 7. Which percent do you think is body language? You're correct, 55. You guys are awesome. What percent is the words? The 7. You guessed right. You haven't introduced yourselves, folks. Right, Sandra? They haven't.
Yep, we've got 3
Yes.
new people in class, actually.
Yes.
So we'll do some quick 4.
So let's do some communication 101. Do you want to introduce yourself, your name, company you work for, and what you're seeking to gain from this session?
Okay, I can start. My name is Laura Roldan. I work as a water engineer for Jacobs. And basically, I just want to get immersed in the PMP process and try and learn a couple of things.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you.
My name is Annette Powell. I'm an engineer for Jacobs as well. And I just want to get to know a little bit more about the project management side.
Awesome.
My name is Richard Sandoval. I work for Johnson Controls as manufacturing supervisor. Just want to have more structured way to move on projects.
Woohoo! That's one of my favorite clients, actually. We've got about 8, 9 of them certified. Which off Wisconsin or where?
I'm not important.
Ah, cool. Well, good to meet you. All right. Welcome.
Hey, hello everybody, my name is Andres Galvez. I work for Unilever. I'm a chemical engineer with the Praizion division.
Cool, cool. Are you looking to get certified at the end of it all?
Yes, I am.
Nice, nice. Hey, she's the poster child for how to do it.
I'm at the right place.
You're at the right place.
She was here like you last year in that position. Michael's
Sitting right
at.
there.
He's stolen the position and he's probably going to get certified in no time, channeling that spirit of get it done. But seriously, get her contacts and she'll help you to frame how to study and what to do. Because she was here like you last year as a student. Now she's dropping gold as an instructor. That's how to do it. I call people like her a boss. She's a PMP boss. Boss is, you know, street for boss. So she is, she is a boss in her own right. But anyway, thanks for the introductions. So that's what communications is all about. And we have resource, of which you've got resources working with you.
I have resources working with me, and this is one difference between the 5th edition versus the new 6th edition. This used to be called Human Resource Management, but there's more to resources than just people. So we have to remember that. As a manager, last year I had 14 direct reports, and for indirect labor and 8 direct labor working for me. People are very important. They're a great resource. They're an invaluable resource. But these resources might also be equipment. If you need to build something, you might need time on a production line in order to do your experiment. If you're writing special code and you need a certain server to compile it, you're going to have that resource available.